Hello guys, welcome to another video, and unfortunately it's the last one of 2023 because CRM, that's the organizer that does the track days in Estoril, they will not do it anymore in this year. So this track day that I went in November 19 was the last track day of the year. So this is also the last video that I'll upload this year too. So let's go to the resume of the track day, and with a story backwards to today and what I'm gonna do for the future. Oh, I don't know yet, but I'll talk it to you. So, for the ones that are following me in the social media, you noticed that I was with a little hurry to done something to the car to go to the track. So I was changing the injectors, the intake manifold and the fuel rail, because in the last track day I did a log with the IFR mounted in, the wideband mounted in, and I did a log and sent to Thomas at Maptune. So I sent the log and he told me that my car at 1500 RPMs was lean in the mixture. So he told me that I have to solve that, and I had here the green giants, the injectors from, I think it's Volvo. I think it is from Volvo, the green injectors, the ones that give 465 cc's, and I had them here because my brother gave them to me. Thank you, brother. My brother gave them to me when he went to the Decas. So I had them here, talked to Thomas, and he said, yeah, that's a really good upgrade to do, and do it, and I'll give you the log with the corrected fuel map for those injectors. So I had to change all that. I had to buy another intake manifold because I have here the old one, and as you see, these are the red injectors, yeah, and this is a big hole, and the green injectors are way smaller, and I had to change. Another good thing is because this manifold, as you can see, is divided in two parts. That's a big screw here. Sorry for not making it clear. That's a big screw here, and it's divided in two parts, and with a gasket here and a gasket here. So I had to change it all, and went to a friend of mine, a mechanic at Saab. He worked at Saab with me and my father, and he had their manifold to sell from 2004 or 2006 onwards, all together, not divided in two. He sold it to me, and when I was mounting that, the fuel rail doesn't fit within the points to fixate the fuel rail. So I asked around, nobody has it, and I had to do 300 kilometers south to Faro to catch a fuel rail, 300 kilometers up to my home, and in the next day I started to assemble all this. And you may think, why did you ask to be sent by postal office? That's because I went in a Monday, went and came back, and Tuesday I already was mounting in the parts. If I asked to send me here, in the best case scenario, he dismounted Monday, went to the postal office Tuesday, and only by Wednesday or Friday, probably Friday, I had it back. I had to pick it up and only Friday night I could start mounting. So doing 600 kilometers, I managed to get 3 work days to be safe with some problems that I had to do, because this manifold, as for instance the old manifold, has a screw type manifold pressure sensor, and the new manifold has 2 screws and a plastic manifold that's not the same. I had to ask to how it's called, to retificadora dinâmica, é torneiro, to do this job, to insert a coil here and make a hole. I can adapt the old sensor in the newer manifold, and well, that's what I did. They did. I did the job to mount it all in. So I did all that, install all this, and Sunday morning, the car very early in the morning was in the tow truck to go to the track. So when it arrived to the track, I started the car and the car didn't start it. That's all because in the last track day I had that problem, but I thought it was a bad battery. The alternator was charging and is charging, but I thought that was a bad battery. So I gave the battery away and bought a new one, and while I was programming the car and all this, it all started okay. But when I went to remove the car from the tow truck, the car didn't start it. So my brother kindly, thank you brother, he grabbed the battery and gave it a slow charge in the night, and Sunday morning I had a fresh battery all charged up, went to put it on the car, fixed it all, that's okay, went to start it and it didn't start. So by the time my brother was cranking it in the key, I noticed there was a cable from the battery to the harness in the engine department, the engine bay, was making some sparks inside the terminal. The terminal is well fixed, but there's a spark there. Probably it's isolated. So what I have to do is welded. I don't know how this is called. In Portuguese is estanho. It's a wire to solder the electrical wires. So I think you already got it. But I probably have to do that and crimp it back all together. Maybe there's something there I didn't see and it's not making a connection. I think it's solved. If not, I remove the cable altogether and put the battery in its original place. That solve all my problems. So when I went to the track, this is a long story, but I hope you are following me. When I went to the track, I have to give a little charge up with another car, and it start over. There's no problem there. I went to the track, did the log, sent to Thomas at Maptune. I don't know if you know their product, but this is the box I bought from them to send and receive their files, and this is what is connected to my car, and I can see live data and see how the car is going, and see and send all the files, and yeah, Maptuner from Maptune. and see all those files, and we exchanged the files and all the good things that I really don't understand. For me, anything more with 3 wires, it's already a headache. It's positive, it's negative, and earth. So more than that, it's already mind-blowing for me. So sorry. I can assemble an engine, but electricity for me, that's my Achilles heel. So I sent the file to Thomas, that in a Sunday he was waiting for my file to check it out if all was good. Thank you, Thomas, really from the heart. Thank you very much for your kindness and availability to see my file. And he said all is okay. There was a little bit of air less in the math. It wasn't requiring all that should, because the turbo also was only opening at 0.8 bars constant. So he told me to adjust a little bit a turn in the wastegate nut, the terminal, to give it a turn and send me a file, but it's all okay. You can go watt with no problems. So he went his way, did all his thing, and thank you once again. And I did that change, and all the other sessions went well, relatively well. Beside the fact that always I was asking my brother to help me with a charge with another car to start my car. That was really annoying, but that was the only problem. Lap times. I didn't do anything really interesting because it was way cold. Ambient temperature was around 12 to 14 degrees top at noon. That seems my car, it's still there with all the things you can't see. No, I think you don't see. There's a tire there. The car is all loaded up. Still, I didn't do anything to unload it. But the tires I have, the slicks I have, is medium compound. And in the summer, it only takes a lap to warm up. But with this cold, 2 laps didn't take it. So after 2 laps and a half, I was starting to get some confidence. But my other 3 sessions, all of them was with red flags. That is really annoying, but it is what it is, because in 2019 I already did a red flag because I went in turn 1 to the gravel and spoiled everything to everybody else, and bad luck can happen to anyone at the track. But when we pay 20 minutes to drive, it's bad enough. 1 red flag spoils everything. In this case, when it's cold, I needed to, in the 20 minutes I can make top 10 laps, but I have to be the first to go out and really push right from the start, and I can do 9 to 10 laps, probably 9. So losing 2 laps to warm up the tires and start building, it's very bad, because I start to building the lap time, there's a red flag, all to the pits, stay there with the engine working, losing tire temperature. When we go to the track, it's another 2 laps and a half to warm up the tires, and there's 20 minutes gone. And I can't really build up my time to do a lap. And you will see in the segment that I'll put in right away, there is a corner that I always drift, or sometimes I drift when the tires is still cold, and I can't feel the grip and the confidence to attack the corners when the tires are not gripping. So as everybody, there with slicks was doing also. All went down with really slow laps. So I'll let you know. I'll show you now. There's nothing more to change. My best lap time was a 2:11.8, 2:11.9, 5 seconds away from my personal best. So there's nothing else to show at driving. So I'll give you that small part when I was drifting and the best lap of the day in this segment. But you can also check the weather wasn't that great. It was cloudy. It was good for the engine, but way bad for the slicks. So let's the time I did, the lap time. So that was the time I did. All's good. My brother was there also. He was with his car. He was trying and testing some things with the rear suspension, and for that matters, the rear suspension is way cooler than mine. It's really low. It's really locked up. It's really cool. It's very good indeed. He left the track day with the car misfiring. I don't know why. He'll probably in this channel will say something. In his media he will say something. I don't know what it is because he left the car working. But with a misfire, something it's not 100% there. But he'll give it away if he wants it to. So for the future, I'm now in a spot. I don't know what I'll do for 2024 because now I am at a time and place that for stepping up I will need everything on my car. I'm at the limit of everything at the car. But the injectors is the only thing that is solved by now. But if I want to go further, I need a new fuel pump at the trunk, at the fuel pump, at the rear. I need aluminium radiator for the water. I need aluminium radiator for the oil cooler to help with the temperature in the engine. I'll need pistons because the stock pistons only withstand up to 300 brake horsepower bhp. Anything more than that is a death sentence. So I'm with 285 bhp, 445 newton meters. Anything more above that is killing my engine. So at these numbers I can attack all day long with 20 minutes at a time at the session. But I can do all day long that the car doesn't complain. But more than 300 bhp and the pistons, that's the limit of this car. The rods are okay for more power, but the pistons, it's the weak spot. So I need forged pistons or the pistons from a 9000, and with those I also need the rods from the 9000, and I also need the cams, the T5 cams from a 2.3 to run that. Probably I have to buy a used 9000 engine and hope that all is good. I need all those. I need to refresh the engine. I need a new turbo. I need a custom pipe, depending on the turbo that I'll choose. With all that, I'll spend 4,000 euros, 4,000 to 5,000 euros, something like that. You may say, hey, there's no need for spend all that money. Yes, it is, because at the track, the car is pushed up 100 times more than at the road. His suspension, his engine, his temperature, everything is pushed up more than 100 times more than at the road. So I will not spend all that money with used parts to have a problem and potentially destroy the engine. So the refresh, the car hasn't done 5,000 miles on it. A refresh to the engine, all those parts have to be new, and that's the only way I can assure the work is done, well done. So I'm in a crossroad now to know what I'll do. I can do nothing and spend a year gathering money and spending it on the track days, but gathering the money I can to buy the engine and do all that stuff gradually, and maybe buy a seat to give some co-drives, something like that, or stop the car and do it all at the same time, but not spending more time at the track. That's really, really tough to decide for me. For now, that's done. That's the season done. I have to give a very big thank you to all my sponsors, especially the ones I've been nagging most. So, with no order, Irmãos Comunha, thank you very much for all the patience you have to me for removing tires and putting tires and aligning the car and see the camera and all those things. I always nag you very much. I'll nag you too much for the year. So thank you very much. Scandix, DR Tune, Maptune Performance, Thomas, thank you very much for all the help and the patience and the availability for being at a Sunday in front of your computer checking my map, my log. Thank you very much, really from the heart. Thank you very much for all the things you've done. Thanks to What Race Shop, sorry. They are the ones that sell me the CL brakes. Vicomer, because the engine it's still running great with all the help you did. Neo Brothers, R&D Car Parts in the Netherlands, Mudless Team, the DO88 with the tubes and pipes, Bertelli's exhaust. Sorry about necking your work. I'll already cut and remove and weld something like that for make the pipe go straight. But their products are awesome. And I don't know if I'm forgetting anyone, but I think not. So thanks are due to for my brother. My brother in this year, all the track sessions, if one of us was there at the track, he was there with me. If we are the two of us, we are racing each other. So, but you was always there. So thank you very much, brother. Thank you. And a big thanks também also to Luís Coelho. It's another guy at the Saab community that always gives us some ideas, something to think about, something to go after. And all of you that send me mails and messages and contacts in the Facebook and Messenger, at Instagram, personal messages, whatever. Thank you very much for being present and giving me ideas and asking questions. I'm always happy to know there's somebody in the other side of the camera that see my videos and talk to me and interact with me. So all of you, thank you. Thank you, because this was a very difficult year. Also with my father passing away a few months ago. And he was the one that introduced me to this brand. I was working at Saab because of my father. He was the one who took me there and shared with me all this knowledge and making me want to learn more, because the way he was teaching me about cars in general. All the things I know, the base was my father that gave me, and I'll be forever grateful for his wisdom and his knowledge that passed on to me. So working in this brand, in this car, is also a way for being connected with him. I don't know if this makes any sense, but it's personal. So Even if you don't understand, there's no matter because it's my personal feeling. But this was a very difficult year, and the car helped me to move on and don't think a lot about it. So, my friends, once again, thank you very much. Holidays is coming, Christmas is coming, so I'll wish you a Merry Christmas, as the song says. But please don't forget the true meaning of the Christmas. And if you can, please help somebody. There are many poor guys that need help, but it's not only on Christmas, they are there all the year, so please help somebody. That's the best thing you can do for Christmas. So as this is the last video of 2023, the season is over, the car is being parked for until February. So happy holidays, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, Happy 2024, and let's see what the future brings. There's some things way in the future, in the near future to happen. I can't tell you because it's not official, and if I told you and it didn't happen, it's bad for me for rising the expectative. I think it's that's how it says, rising the expectative, something like that. I can tell you for now. I can tell you what's gonna probably what's gonna happen. So thank you very much. Thank you for being in the other side of the camera, believing me, contacting me, and seeing my videos and the things I do. These videos, it's all for you. It's not for me. So like and subscribe and contact me with any questions. I'll reply to them all. So by any way. So thank you very much. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and we see you in the next track day. So goodbye. Merry Christmas to you all.